Uh, His Holiness, with all my due respect, my question for you is what, what has been your biggest fear? Have you encountered it ever?
가르사.
紧张的情绪的可能是穷上瘾了，穷于了。
For example, 17th night, March, right? March 17th night, 1959. After 10th March crisis in Lhasa. That also is a result of since 56, you see, problem started. Then become worse and worse, worse. The Chinese attitude, officials' attitude, also becoming more and more aggressive. So then 17th night, in spite of all my effort, failed to cool down the situation. Then that very day, I decided, now I cannot sorrow. I should remain here. I escape. So meantime, feeling whether I will see tomorrow or not, doubt. The way escape, very near Chinese military garrison. The river wave, passing through the other side of the river. We can see a Chinese military police there. So we completely, quietly, but then we cannot control the horse kasadi. Hoof, truck, like that. We really feel fear. The next day, dawn time, then we already passing through one mountain. Then we temporarily face. But there's every danger. Chinese soldier come from the two different places just to stop. That's, I think, a more fearful journey. So, but then we, my sort of usual way to take decision. Before take the decision, I ask not only officials, but including sweeper. I ask, what do you think about that? Then the majority, also the same sort of view, majority. Then I also, think. Then feel, now this is right decision. Then go. No regret. Even something happen, no regret. I try my best to think and ask people. So that's my way. So at the age 16, I lost my freedom. Age 24, I lost my country, my own country. Then over 70 years, a lot of suffering, a lot of destruction inside Tibet. But as we keep our sorrow, determination, the basic thing, the Chinese communists, their power comes from military forces, the barrel of gun, as Chairman Mao Zedong say. Power comes from barrel of gun. Our sort of strength is truth. So for temporary power of gun is more decisive. But long run, power of truth is much more stronger than the power of gun. Then also, you see, we never consider Chinese people as an enemy. Never. We respect them. So, they mentally, you see, we always look to them as another human brother, sisters. Then political field, 59, we try to raise the issue at the UN, and during that period, I had a lot of discussion with Pandit Nehru and many other Indian leaders. On one occasion, Pandit Nehru told me that America will not go to war with China for liberate Tibet. Very true. And he told me, sooner or later you have to sort of dialogue or discuss with Chinese government. So 1974, we decided now not seeking independence. Past history is history. According to some Chinese history book, they clearly mentioned 7th century, 8th century, 9th century, 3 empires: Chinese Empire, Tibetan Empire, Mongol Empire. According to Chinese history book. But I am one of the admirer of European Union. Wonderful. They think, they consider common interest is more important than national sovereignty on these things. So that's very practical, very realistic. World becoming smaller and smaller. So we also, this big question, whether separate, independent Tibet, more sort of benefit ourselves or remain within the People's Republic of China. Then Tibet materially backward. Remain within the People's Republic of China. Materially we gain much more beneficial. Then also remain within the People's Republic of China and try to sort of, try to implement all the rights which mentioned in Chinese Constitution. And Chinese Constitution, you see, recognize many places as a Tibetan, a Tibetan area. So, remain within the People's Republic of China. We can work all those Tibetan area. That means around 6 million Tibetan, more than 6 million. Autonomous region of Tibet, the 1951 17-point agreement signed by Tibetan government. Under Tibetan government, Tibetan population around 2 millions, remaining 4 millions in other part of Tibet. So remain as the same right and make effort for preservation of Tibetan culture, Tibetan knowledge, which based on Tibetan, unique Tibetan writing, Tibetan language. For long run, we feel that's much better than just a small area of Tibet. It is almost impossible to get independence, even got independence, small portion. Over, I think, 1,000 years, Tibetan cultural heritage, Tibetan knowledge. People from all all different parts of Tibet, they really carry effort for preservation. Myself, from northeast Tibet, I have not come from central Tibet. If only central Tibet independence, then I have to go my own birthplace area. Like that. So historically, most Tibetan, learned Tibetan, come from other part of Tibet, northeast Tibet. Amdo and East Tibet come, then central Tibet, Uzang. So in the past, we remain together, and culturally, spiritually. I feel that's more important than rather than just a small part of Tibet and independence. Very difficult to achieve. Even achieved, not much sort of useful, I feel. So therefore, from our side, we are open. We are not seeking independence. But Chinese officials still consider me as a spiritist. But all over the world who have some knowledge about Tibet, they know Dalai Lama not seeking independence. Next question.
높이 입에 보았지